All right, I'll post a video at the end of this one, and I'm going to do a longer breakdown later today, but it upset me so much that I want to put this out there now. A creator with the username Love Jones. First of all, I don't know this creator personally, but the video she made that I saw, it pissed me off. I'll be honest. She responded to this Latina girl who was crying and talking about, can you imagine what it's like to have your family ripped away or to be targeted based on your skin color or to be targeted based on this? And she's crying and she's upset, and you can see the fear because of what Latino people are going up against and what they're facing in modern day America. Now, this Love Jones girl, a black woman, stitched the video, and she shares how that video pissed her off. Because obviously modern day black people can understand what it's like to be targeted, and especially black people in the entirety of history know what it's like to be targeted, and to all the shit that black people have been through on this fucking earth, right? But it pisses me off because I'm confused at the message you're trying to send, Miss Jones. Are you saying that because of all the bullshit that black people have been through, not just in America, but in the world, that's why you don't feel for Latino people nowadays? Because it seems like that's the message you're sending. You literally said in your video that Latino people aren't being targeted nowadays because of their skin color, but because of their legal status. How the fuck do you say that when you have the same goddamn access to the internet like all the rest of us do? They will go up to Latino-looking people, ask, where are you from? I need to know you have an accent. The Supreme Court legalized profiling. You have read the same fucking articles, seen the same fucking videos I've seen. So how the fuck do you hop on the internet and say some shit like, oh, they're only going after you because of your legal status? And then let's go a step further. What legal status did black people have when they hauled us over here across the Atlantic fucking Ocean? Since you want to bring laws and shit into the fucking conversation, implying that laws and legality is always just and fair when we used to be classified as 3/5 of a fucking human being. Please tell me I am 1,000,000% wrong if the message you're trying to send is because of what black people have experienced in this country, you're using that as an excuse to not give a fuck about what Latino people are going through nowadays. Is that what you're telling me, Miss Jones? Look, this conversation can't be had in a little 4-minute TikTok video, but I'm just trying to better understand the message that black people are sending right now. I know when I say I'm sitting this one out, I mean like buying a ticket to Minneapolis or Minnesota and being on the front lines of this shit. You get what I'm saying? Because less than 20% of black people have ever voted for Donald Trump. So that's what I mean by we're sitting this one out. But if it's scaled up to like a dead ass, this side versus this side on some physical shit, are y'all still sitting it out? Me personally, I'm fighting. I am too grateful of the fucking life I live because of the battles that have been fought and won before my little ass got here in 1995. For the same type of injustices to be happening today, just to people that don't look like me this time, and then I don't feel for those people or I don't fight for those people. Please tell me that's not the fucking message black people are sending, because as much as I love my black brothers and my black sisters to the fucking core, that is a message I will not be a part of. I wasn't recording. I was screaming and I wasn't recording, but I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm a human being. I'm a human being, right? I've lived a very, very, very privileged life, okay? And I've experienced bullshit all the same because that's what comes with being black in America. I fucking get it. Things are way better than they were in the 1800s and the 1900s, but we're still dealing with a lot of bullshit. But never am I going to let any suffering or injustice I've experienced or people that have look like me, anything they've experienced, whether it's modern times or in the past, I'm never gonna let that negatively impact my fucking humanity. What message are y'all sending? Are y'all saying because we've experienced injustice and nobody cared, we don't care when anybody else experiences injustice? I can't get on board with that. Did y'all watch the Super Bowl halftime show or not? The only thing stronger than hatred is love. So when you are shown hatred, even if it's for fucking centuries, and then eventually you respond with hatred, how are you any different than your fucking oppressor? It's hatred. You respond to hatred with love. How fucking simple is that? To modern day black people, when were you on a stage being sold?
I don't say that to minimize the fact that it happened to our ancestors. I'm saying it to say, when were you on a stage being sold? When was the modern day black woman in a breeding house? It's disgusting that it ever happened, but don't try to use the fact that it happened as an excuse to not have empathy or sympathy for the bullshit Latino people are experiencing nowadays. Just because the shit they did to us was worse. The news has hit the light that ICE agents have molested women in detention centers. Inhumane conditions. You genuinely think they're just sending people to these detention centers and deporting them next day? And they're in these inhumane conditions? No! Those were concentration camps. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I am a firm believer that black people have been treated the worst out of all races in all of human history. I believe that to my core, and there's evidence on the table as that. From the start of humanity to modern day, I think black people have been treated the worst. But I would never use any of that as an excuse to look at the bullshit ICE is doing right now and say, oh, hell yeah, we can imagine what it's like. That's why we aren't doing anything. What the fuck kind of message is that? Miss Love Jones, what the fuck are you saying? You sound just like the Republican motherfuckers when they try to make it seem like this has something to do with legal immigration. What the fuck are you, what? Oh my God, like I said, I'm gonna do a further breakdown into this, and we'll have a much longer video and a much longer conversation, but like, I hope that the black community is not trying to say that because of the suffering and injustices and all the bullshit that not only happened to us, but people watch it happen to us and do nothing. I still don't think that that is a reason to not care about what's going on in America nowadays. If anything, I think that that is a monumental motivation to fight. I feel like the people who fought against slavery and for equality and for civil rights, I feel like they were fighting for exactly that, bitch. Equal rights, love, freedom. Not just for black people, but for all people. Miss Love Jones, you gotta clarify. That video does not make sense. This is what I'm talking about.
But she's up here crying, bawling her heart out, as if this has never happened on a way larger scale for centuries. Much, much worse to another group of people in the United States of America. And it really pisses me the fuck off. It does. Imagine your babies are getting ripped. Bitch. Black women had their babies cut out of their stomachs. Like, I'm not even up here trying to play the oppression Olympics, but you are not being targeted because of the color of your skin. It's because of your legal status.